What's up, guys? I'm Jay Randall, and welcome back to my channel where I discuss wisdom for the modern man. Today, guys, got another video to react to. This one is brought to us by the YouTube channel Dating Right. The title of the video: They are furious. Men are refusing to help women. In quote, despair. The title caught my attention, and I love this guy's videos, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a funny one. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video.
Right, but if you're a man and you watch me struggle to put my carry-on in the overhead compartment and you don't offer to help, jail. What is wrong with you?
Guys, I just realized there is no hope in mankind, literally. Today, I was at Roselands, went down the escalator. It was a bit wet. I slipped, banged my head, almost got my hair caught in the escalator, scabbed my knee, and literally everyone looked, but no one helped. No one helped. No one even asked me if I was okay. Legit. And look at my knee. Look at my knee. Like, are you kidding me?
Left your toddler on the top of the stairs. You went down, set your camera up, went back up, and lifted up your toddler and the stroller with no issues whatsoever. But you're mad that the man that was standing there didn't offer to help you. The entitlement that some of y'all have is out of this world because you feel like you're just supposed to walk around and strangers are just supposed to jump to make your life more convenient. And what's crazy about this entire video, I bet you if you asked that man for help, he would have simply just helped you with no problem. But because you didn't get what you wanted, you want to record him and try to embarrass him on the internet. But really, all you did was embarrass yourself because, again, you lifted that toddler with the stroller with no problem whatsoever. So you didn't even need help. You just felt entitled to being helped.
Yeah, bro. And here's the thing. You can't blame guys anymore for not wanting to help, especially when there's a kid involved in the situation. Because men are often looked at as creeps if they try to insert themselves into a situation with a child. So, bro, I'm going hands off. You got this. It's your kid. I'm not going to approach, hey, can I help you? Hey, can I do? Your kid is your kid. If there's a kid in the situation, unless their life is in like serious danger, bro, I'm staying put. That's on you. You're not going to, get me involved in no situation having me looking funny. And that's the society that women created, not men.
And no, ma'am, you guys are strong and independent. You can do everything by yourself, so do it.
Exactly.
Our generation is actually cooked, and I had to just come to this realization earlier today because yesterday I was bringing a desk into my apartment and I thought I would make a funny video about how I brought this desk in and no one offered to help me. So I made the caption, brought this desk in and not a single man offered to help me, because I do believe that men are good. I do believe in chivalry, and I think that there are men out there who would see a girl struggling and want to help her, right? So I was kind of shocked that not only in this experience, but in past experiences from moving in things into my apartment or doing whatever, lifting heavy things, that people just don't offer, especially men. So I made this video and I posted it just thinking like it would be relatable. No. TikTok said, no, I'm going to humble you real quick. TikTok took my video and just shoved it in the wrong male audience. There were comments
They cooked her.
Maybe if you weren't a 2 out of 10, someone would have helped you. And then another one was, why didn't you ask the bear for help? And
I
then
knew
another
that was
one
coming.
said, well, I bought ingredients for a sandwich and no woman came into the kitchen to help me. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, that's putting women in a category of all you're good for
Wait, what?
is making me food, you dumb little girl. Me asking a man to help, not even asking, you're just assuming or hoping that a man would help a girl with lifting something heavy actually plays into their physiological design.
Oh, that is some BS. So wait a minute. It's okay for her to exploit men for their physical capabilities, but it's somehow insulting to use women for their nurturing capabilities. Don't women say that they're nurturing? They're nurturing. Part of nurturing is cooking food, providing, right? Nourishment, that's nurturing. So it's okay. And this is something that I've noticed. If a man doesn't do his or abide by his gender role, then he's not a real man. But if that same man expects her to abide by her gender role and make a sandwich, then he's a big, evil misogynist that wants to oppress women. Bro, this is hilarious. This is hilarious to me. You know, I have the solution. Why don't I go? I move the table, all right? And then you go in the kitchen and you make a sandwich. It's a fair trade. We both get something out of the situation. You go make a sandwich, I'll go move the desk. You know, fair. Everybody's happy. But no, they want to exploit men specifically for their physical capabilities while the man should not expect anything in return. No. No. Them days are over, ladies.
Men literally are designed to love to help. Men's
Oh, we're
bodies
designed
are
that
designed
way.
to be stronger than women, okay? Like, this is tapping into something that is actually, like, truth, that is not insulting. Like, I think you can do it, so it would be nice if you did it. And also,
I think you can make a sandwich. In fact, the effort it would take to make a sandwich is far less than what it would take for me to lift up that desk. So it's not that big of a deal for me to lift up a desk, but you're complaining about making a sandwich? Come on now. Come on now.
that video is so funny because it plays into a broader topic of, like, you can replace man with human. I brought this desk in and no human offered to help me, because that really is the root of it. We are all so selfish as a society. We don't really want to help anyone. It's all about ourselves. That's the true form of Satanism.
Satanism.
But yet she's not complaining about humans or people. She's complaining about specifically men. Why didn't you call a group of your girlies on your phone to come help you out? To get what's up with them? What's up with all the girl power? You know, women run the world. What happened to that?
Ma'am, why didn't you just ask these men to help you? Why didn't you just ask men to help?
I'm just going to do a side tangent. Satanism is not the real worship of the devil. Satanism is the worship of yourself. Anyway, that's a side rant I could post another time. But the video is attracting, and I'm getting out-ratioed. And I don't care. Like, and this is another thing. Thank God. I love Jesus, and my identity is rooted in what he did on the cross.
Bro, I don't believe anything these girls say when they start quoting scripture verses and the Bible. Let me see what your Instagram looks like. Let me see what you do on the weekends. Let me see the crowd of people you hang around. Let me see how you dress on the regular. Because these chicks always, anytime they want something out of men, anytime they want something out of life, they want to start quoting the Bible, this very Bible that they don't even live by. Bunch of BS, bro.
What the internet says or what the world says about me. Because if I took my value in what the world said about me, A, my emotions would constantly be up and down, and 2, I would think I'm a 2 out of 10 loser, okay? So thank God that I don't, like, these comments don't affect me. But on a deeper level, it's like, wow, men really hate women. Because they're like, I thought you were an independent woman. Ask the bear. That's just so gross. It's like, if you see this, like, as a man, I would hope that the good men in my life, I know that they would say, no, as men, we need to stand up and change the path that we're going on as a...
Well, why didn't you call the good men in your life? And I agree, a woman should have good men in her life. She should have a father, brothers, hopefully, or a boyfriend, or maybe or uncles. You know, she should have good men in her life that she can rely on. Call them niggas. Why are you getting mad at random men because they don't want to step up and be like your your personal movers for no compensation? No. I'm sorry, no.
Society. I just think that the whole comment section is such a red flag. The commenters are a red flag. The likers of the commenters are a red flag. It's like, it's the principle. Yes, I can lift a desk. Yes, I am strong. Thank God I have a working body that's able to do these.
Exactly, lady. You
Man
can do
gets
it
to
on your
work.
own. You are independent and strong. So why are you making a rant going on in this video? Do you really care about this issue, or did your comment section really just hurt your feelings?
Oh yeah, she saw that comment section and was triggered, bruv. She was triggered.
Things, right? But it's just the overarching principle that we don't want to help anyone, and especially men. They don't want to step up to the challenge, and they're trying to blame feminism. Feminism killed chivalry, okay? No, that's actually not true. Since the beginning of the time, that we love to say, oh, Eve sinned, women messed up the whole earth. No, actually, the Bible says that Eve was by herself. It was Adam's passivity and not putting his foot down and saying, no, Eve, we're not going to do that. That was the downfall of humanity, okay?
I agree. She's actually right on that last part. It's Adam's, listening to the woman. That was the ultimate failure. And that's why the red pill, the manosphere, I got to teach you guys, stop listening to chicks, bro. That's the ultimate sin. That was the first sin. Was listening to a chick, being passive, allowing her to take the lead, allowing her to tell you what to do, allowing her to influence the way you think, move, and make decisions. That's the L, the major L. And what is feminism pushing? It's telling men to listen to women, to take a back seat, let the women make the decisions, lead the relationships, and that's the L. So, she might be an entitled little brat, but at least she dropped some truth at the end there.
So we see the same thing right now. Men just stepping back going, oh, look at the women, they're ruining it. Oh, the feminists, they're ruining it. No, as a man, you're designed to lead, step up and lead and say, you know what, we're going to put our foot down and we're going to bring back masculinity in the Christian way, in the respective way, not in like an overarching like patriarchy.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? What she's saying there is we want to bring back the parts of patriarchy that benefit women, but any parts of the patriarchy that tell women what to do, that give women duties or responsibilities, put parameters on us. No, we don't want that. Not in the overarching way that tells us we have to do stuff. Not in the way that tells us that we have to do stuff for men in return. Just the ways that get men to benefit us without us having to benefit them. You see what I mean? Feminist BS. You got to watch women. And that is why you got to take her advice. The one piece of advice she actually gave, stop listening to women.
It's so disappointing.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
I just watched this guy stand with his hands on his hips, watching a woman struggle to lift and carry a kayak. He didn't even so much as flinch to offer any assistance, just stood there watching. And we wonder why women would rather just do life on their own.
And this is just not an issue for men in the U.S. Men all over the world apparently are joining this movement.
Some Korean men are refusing to help women. A few days ago, a woman in her 20s lost consciousness and fainted when she was on the subway. Apparently, there were a bunch of men in their 20s and 30s who refused to help, and saying something to the extent of, it has nothing to do with me, which got the women on the internet pissed. According to the Korean woman, the reason being, all able-bodied Korean men have to serve military service. They do learn CPR in the military. So it was expected for men in their 20s and 30s who likely just got out of the military to jump in and help because they know how to do CPR. But a lot of the men on the train didn't. And their reason being, they did not want to be accused of sexual harassment.
Boom. Valid. Valid, valid, valid. Why am I going to put my entire life and future on the line when these chicks are just foaming at the mouth to falsely accuse you of something? They're just waiting for their next victim to blast on TikTok and say he did this and he did that, and they don't give two craps about your reputation. They don't care about your scholarship or you getting kicked out of school. They don't care about your reputation for your job. They don't care about none of that. They care about likes and attention on the internet. And if you make one wrong move, these heartless chicks will absolutely claim that you sexually assaulted them when all you tried to do is help. So yes, until women correct their behavior, we go hands off. Our future matters.
There were a few incidents where men were actually accused for sexual harassment for trying to help the women. Back in 2014, a South Korean woman had actually tried to sue a male EMT paramedic for doing CPR and doing chest compressions on her. Although the paramedic wasn't charged or convicted with anything, since he was reported, he still had to go through an investigation. There was also another story shared of a Korean guy going up the steps in the subway station, and there was a woman in front of him seemingly about to fall. He put out his hands and tried to grab her from the back to prevent her from falling. The girl freaked out and called the police on him, and he ended up in the police station. That being said, these are all the men's side of the story. They'd rather be a bystander than getting their names tainted with SA. This all seems a little crazy to me. I mean, I get it if you don't want to touch the person because you don't know what's going on. At least call for help. What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking for a bit that the Korean men was wild for that, but at the same time, if these women can really press charges and the guys was really trying to help them, I think I see why those men are not helping. If I can go to jail for trying to assist someone, yeah, I think I would just call 911 and stay out of it as well.
A pregnant woman has been left outraged after an Asda delivery driver refused to deliver the food to the first floor of a block of flats. Now, as you can see, this Asda delivery driver has delivered all of this food and he's put it at the bottom of the steps. Now, basically the woman in the background is essentially saying, you know, I'm pregnant, I need help lifting all of this food up, and you haven't given me any bags as well. Now, according to the customer, she she has ordered bags with this food, but essentially the Asda delivery driver is saying you haven't ordered any bags. There was no bags on the system or actually on the receipt, so I can't give you them because you actually have to buy them, and he obviously doesn't have any extra in his van. Now, I would love to see what you guys think about this, because technically Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's staff technically don't actually have to deliver it right to your door. All they need to do is to deliver it into the residence, and technically this man has done exactly what he is supposed to do. He's done his job, he's delivered the food. Now, I do understand, I do sympathise with the woman. She's pregnant, maybe she's, you know, she can't lift too much, but as you can see, it doesn't really look that much of a heavy item, but I understand at both sides. Now, let me know what you guys think about this one. What do you think about this as the delivery driver leaving all of this food on the floor? Looks like there's nappy, toilet rolls, laundry detergent, milk, and lemonade.
This delivery driver did not get her pregnant. Where's her husband or the child's father at?
That's a funny line, but it's true. It's true. These chicks need to like realize that people are not obligated to just help them. Just because you're in distress or you're in despair, as the title of the video says, you need to keep people who actually care about you. You got knocked up by a dude. Where is that guy? Where's your husband? Where's your boyfriend? Where's your dad? Where are your brothers? Look, women broke the contract first. Women started to demonize men first and claim that men were no good, were oppressors. They don't want to be controlled by a man. They don't want to be traditional anymore. They want to forego their traditional values, but somehow they still expect men to uphold ours, like we're a bunch of idiots who are going to continue to get the short end of the stick. No, you created a society where men no longer feel the need to uphold their end anymore. And we held up ours despite not getting what we wanted in return for a while. It's only recently, with the emergence of the manosphere and the red pill, that men are like collectively like, nah, man, I'm done with this. Screw this. This is a horrible deal. And now women are trying to shame men, saying they're not men anymore. Y'all stopped being real women a long time ago. Men are just catching up and giving y'all the same energy back now.
None of that man business. He did not get her pregnant. He was just following protocol. And as a pregnant woman, she should be getting some type of exercise in. She don't have to take up all the bags, but, you know, go up and down the stairs and just get a little exercise in. It will be very good for when she go into labor, that she's, you know, got a few steps in and did some exercises.
Nah, she just don't need my help. Why I gotta be me for? Back up, back up, back up. I'm in a set, back up.
No, if you're not scared to help her, just go help her.
I'm busy. You don't see me doing a set? How about you go help
Why,
her?
just because she has a tripod, you're not going to help her?
No, I'm doing a set. You're not doing a set, so go help her.
But she literally asked for someone stronger. You're stronger. Can you do
than
more weights
who?
in? Me, because I
Wait,
couldn't
why
help her.
you?
I tried to help her and I
So there's
couldn't.
a lot of niggas stronger than you.
No,
No
but
offense, but
no,
yeah.
not much.
What does that say? So you catch someone giving you a dirty look through the while you're setting up your camera. I don't get it. Like, what? I'm in the gym to work out. Why do you have a tripod in the gym anyway? Like, bro, I'm so glad my gym doesn't allow that BS, bro, because that's annoying as heck. People trying to record everywhere. Bro, I'm here to work out, not to help you with your tripod. I'm not getting paid for this crap.
You're a big guy, bro. You're a big guy.
Why is this other man simping so hard?
I
like,
know.
Why he go help her if he want to help her?
The
and
heck?
we definitely stay away from the women in the gym with the tripods.
Facts.
They can't wait to put you on blast. I would think it's a setup.
Y'all, this woman expected this man to help her with her groceries, even though she rejected him on multiple occasions. He would see her around the apartment complex sometimes, and he would try to holler at her, get her number, and try to get to know her. But every single time, she was like, no, I'm good. So she wrote, it's this dude in my complex that stay trying to talk to me, right? But I don't never pay him no mind, for real. So while I'm struggling trying to bring in some groceries, a case of water, and keep my kids from running down the street, right? And he gonna say, see, this is why you need a man. And so she said, well, can you maybe help me real quick? And then she gonna say, y'all, why this ninja gonna say, no, not me. I tried to be the man you needed. I washed my hands with you last time I said hi. She said, why I dropped a case of water and they start rolling everywhere, and he gonna look at me and say, I should call my baby daddy.
Yes.
I think that man wrong for not helping her, because I strongly believe that a gentleman is gonna be a gentleman no matter what. But
see, they don't want gentlemen. guys. They want simps. They want suckers that they can exploit. And what they try to do, which is no longer working, what has typically been the case, is they try to use our masculinity against us. They try to weaponize our masculinity to serve only them. You're a man, and if you don't do XYZ, you're not a real man. What about chivalry? A real man or a gentleman is a gentleman no matter what, even if he's getting exploited, even if he gets nothing in return. Nah. That's not going to work anymore, ladies. You're going to have to bring something to the table. You're going to have to fulfill your end of the contract and be a lady. Homie tried to holler. He tried to take the position, but now you just want free labor. You want him to be a simp and just continue to give you his undivided attention and energy for nothing in return. You don't like the guy, but somehow he's obligated to help you. No. And I am proud of him for making that decision.
I'm not saying that he wrong or right about this. But while
he's right.
A couple of people saying, damn, he could have helped her, whatever, there was a lot of people, especially men, commenting saying, well, she should have gave that man a chance.
Facts.
Nothing will make me lose respect for a man faster than to be in the presence of a man and he see me struggling as a woman or see any woman struggling and he won't even take his hands out of his pockets or lift his hands to help a lady. Zero respect for men like that.
Bro, it's not like they have respect for you anyway. You hear how these chicks talk. You hear what they say on the internet. You hear how they act in real life. These chicks don't respect you anyway. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, I have respect for you, but I'll lose respect for you if you don't simp for me. Bro, they don't respect you regardless. Don't fall for the scam.
I was just now in a setting struggling to lift an office chair that was really heavy to get it from one place to the next place. And I had to lift it and carry it a short distance. Two men stood by in executive positions and watched me struggle to lift that chair and watched me struggle to carry that chair to where it needed to be.
It's your chair.
To it was a very short distance back to its proper place.
Oh, it was just a short distance you had to take it to. Just a few steps, just a few yards.
Then pick up the chair.
Zero respect. I have zero respect for men who will watch a woman struggle. If men will stand by and watch you struggle, even in lifting a chair, they will stand back and watch you struggle in other areas of your life.
1000%. If I am not your man, if I'm not your brother, if I'm not your dad, I have no obligation to you. If I go out of my way to be kind, which I often do, you're not owed that. That's just me being a good person. That's just me being a Christian and doing things out of the kindness of my heart. But to think for a second that you're obligated to me helping you because I'm a man, because I'm stronger than you, that'll be the quickest thing to get me to withdraw my help. The second you try to act like you're obligated to my body and my strength, that's like me saying, you're obligated to sleep with me because I took you out on a date. Women oftentimes say, that's not the case. Right? And I had to invest money to take her out on the date, and I'm still not obligated to anything. I'm not obligated to a hug, a kiss, any kind of affection. But somehow just because you're struggling and I'm a man, I'm obligated to go help you. Oh, okay. Try that argument with me, bro. I will walk away so fast. I don't care about your respect. I don't know you. You're a stranger. These chicks don't respect men anyway.
When it comes to women, children, and senior citizens, I have a soft place in my heart for those three populations because they are the weakest populations on the face of the earth.
And yet, they try to act as though they're equal to men. They try to, at any point or any chance they get, they try to say how much they don't need men, but then are simultaneously crying that they need help from men. Make up your mind. Do you not need men? Are you strong and independent? Or do you need men so bad, and if men don't step up, then they're not real men?
Hold on now, ma'am. Can you leave the elderly and the kids out of it? Because men will assist elderly and kids if they're, they need an issue or they need some help.
Exactly.
We would just not be helping y'all. Don't bring those other groups in this.
My complaint of the day.
Yeah.
And what's your complaint of the day?
Do you know what mine is?
It's trains and people and men. I think, yeah, like men not wanting. It's like the battle of the sexes when it comes to seats on trains.
Yeah.
I've noticed that men don't really want to be getting up for us anymore.
They
Yep.
don't.
Or they pretend you don't exist. They don't even get up for pregnant women.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's really bad. Like, bring the real men back. How can you see me standing and you're sitting?
It's so bad.
The real men will come back when the real women come back. Here's the thing, ladies, we're equal, right? Now all of a sudden you're complaining about the equal treatment you're getting? Whoever gets to the seat first gets the seat. But you want us to, pretend as though we're living in a dynamic where women are acting like women and so men should act like men. No. Equality, ladies, that's what it looks like. You lift up your desk, I'll lift up my desk. If I get to the seat first, it's mine. If you get to the seat first, it's yours. Equality.
You're a man. You're actually a man.
You're actually a man. You're actually a man.
You know, if this was the
Yeah.
Titanic, it would be women and children.
Oh.
Don't bring up the Titanic. Just what was like a few days ago, probably like 5 days ago at this point, TikTok went crazy about the topic with the Titanic. Some guy, his grandma, this is actually perfect for this video. Some guy's grandma didn't get help at this, I guess she was dealing with car issues and nobody stepped up to help his grandma. So he gets there and asks his grandma, hey, grandma, why you didn't get any help? Nobody stepped up to help you? And she was like, no, unfortunately. So he goes on TikTok, makes this whole ranting video talking about, you guys are weak, you guys are pussies or something like that. If the Titanic happened today, I bet y'all would storm the boats and push all the women out the way. And I guess he was hoping that a bunch of men would step up and be simps and like, oh no, I wouldn't. I'd put women first. Bro, TikTok went wild. Bro, those videos with men talking about, bro, I would be the first one on that boat. I'd be pushing single mothers out the way. Guys, go look up, I don't know, if you search up on TikTok like Titanic in 2025, bro, that is probably one of the most funniest comment sections I've ever seen. The pictures they used, bro, I was cracking up for like a good 20-30 minutes just going through those videos. Definitely go check it out. But yeah, bro, it's a new day. And it's the day that the women created, all right? This is the society y'all created. I don't feel bad for y'all.
And it should be the same with the trains. Women and children.
I thought y'all fought for equal rights, ma'am. Like, y'all fought for this, and you got it. And plus, you're behind not pregnant. You can stand up for a little bit.
Exactly.
This train ride won't be that long. You'll be all right.
Stand the fuck up.
Nope.
You actually
I'm
realize
comfortable,
that
bro.
if the Titanic happened in 2024,
they'll beat us
women
up.
are cooked.
We are pissed.
Oh,
We are
1000%.
pissed.
The
They will even
whole thing is
they
gonna
will
have
use
men
you
on
for
it.
the lifeboat. You see Kate, what's his name? Jack would have used Kate as a lifeboat. It would have sat on her head.
Bruh,
1000%.
It would be so bad. When you actually think about it, the fact that back then it was like this gentlemanly thing to be like, no, you need to live.
Yeah.
Even if I die, it's okay.
Yeah.
Women were respectable back then. Women respected men and respected male authority. They weren't ran through hose. Women were expected to be virgins and pure. Women weren't running around saying, I'm strong, independent, don't need no man. There wasn't, widespread misandry. Trying to compare back then to 2025 is absolutely insane. Y'all are not the same kind of women.
Now,
chivalry,
it's actually on the floor. That is a very, very valid complaint, actually.
Thank you.
Because it's so bad.
Honestly.
And I've complained about this, actually. On the show.
Really?
Yeah, it's been one of my complaints.
And what about when it comes to helping you with the luggage as well? Because I see women be talking about that sometimes as well. Like guys will
so
see women with
bad.
luggage and they'll just walk past.
They'll walk past.
Wow.
They'll actually
1000%.
move out of the way for you so that
Honestly,
you
so you can carry the luggage.
And they can hear you huffing and puffing all.
That's courteous. At least they moved out the way, They could have stayed in the way. They moved out the way. I think that's commendable.
You even huff and puff
You're like,
louder.
Oh God, okay,
Yeah.
okay, and they'll just be like, move out the way.
Or they'll probably even tell you, make sure you don't lift with your back.
Or they'll be
Make
like,
sure you lift with your legs.
excuse me, and then
Yeah.
you're like, hi, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
okay, excuse me, please, and then they walk past you.
Listen,
It's so bad.
That's hilarious.
That is a valid complaint, guys. Make sure you comment.
Yo, what is up with men? And I know this is always a topic.
And what specific topic is this video going to be about?
Here, but I'm generally speaking about why do men have a hard time helping women?
They don't have a hard time helping women, but they've been told to leave women alone.
I love this so much.
Not only in my personal life, but literally in the outside world, because I'm a watcher. Men will stand there. The women will have all the bags, the kids, the suitcases, the luggage. She'll be doing everything. He's just standing there.
Did she ask for help?
They'll just be standing there, like just watching the woman suffer as if it brings them some kind of pleasure. From my perspective, it looks like that because I'll just be looking and I'm just like, anybody would help that woman right now. Why are you just standing there? Y'all are the men.
I guess some women
Yes.
need men after all.
See, there's another situation. A woman and kids. I'm not going anywhere near your kids, lady. So you can freak out and call the cops and say, oh, I try to do some weird stuff. I'm being creepy because I approached you and your kid. And now I'm in jail for some kind of harassment charge when I just try to be a good person, a good Samaritan? Heck no. Figure it out. Figure it out.
If for nothing more than to carry heavy objects. But I guess one didn't take into consideration that a lot of men stopped helping women because whenever they do, many times they're often told that they're not doing it right, they're doing it wrong, and the woman will just redo it anyway after making the man feel about 1 inch tall.
The word entitlement, nobody's entitled to anything. Is it a man's role to protect? Yes, but at the end of the day, lady, I don't know you. You're not my wife. You're not my girlfriend. All right, am I willing to protect you to the point that I'm willing to put my life at risk?
I use the word entitled because, you know, there's this narrative that women aren't protected. And so when we ask these type of questions, and obviously when we see that situation, do women just in general expect men to just come out of nowhere and protect them? Is that how that works?
But most women...
Which woman's gonna come out of nowhere and make me a sandwich, bro? Like, the days of just free labor is over, bro. Like, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to do something.
Do though.
Most is a lot.
Yes, most women do.
Yeah, it's.
I would say most.
Most people do feeling like they're entitled for somebody to protect them.
World that we're living in right now, it's just so many people losing their lives. Like the video you sent the other day, this was literally a father with his wife and his baby. Saw a woman getting beat up, went to go help her, and ended up getting shot 6 times. So now that family has
died.
So now that family's protector is gone. So who's gonna protect my people when I go? You feel me?
Exactly.
The only way that you're going to sit and stick around with a man who's not only not treating you well, but he ain't paying none of your bills. He's not doing shit for you financially. It's because you feel like you can't find better. There's no way that me in my 30s, 31, just got here, even in my 20s, baby, please. It's no way that I
Peep the attitude. Which guy wants to deal with that?
That's not doing anything for me financially. It ain't treating me right. It's because y'all feel like y'all can't find better. You can lie to yourself all you want to, but if you're with a man that's not treating you right and he's not doing anything for you financially, I mean, he's not helping you in no type of way. I mean, if you lose your job, you fucked. If you lose your job, you fucked. The only thing that you're getting from him is penis. It's because it's something in you that says that you can't get any better because it's no reason. It's no way a woman like me finna be with somebody who ain't doing shit for me financially.
A woman like her. Like, what kind of woman are you? From what I'm getting from just the few seconds of watching her, she sounds insufferable. Sounds like she got an attitude, got a big mouth on her. She's gonna give you problems, and she has a lot of expectations and entitlement as she thinks she deserves. She deserves to have no man paying her bills. Which man? And here's the thing. This is why I love that society globally as men all over the world, because I was watching even videos in China. Men are done simping in China too, bro. It was crazy. It's a whole movement over there. The crash of the simp economy is what they're calling it. The collapse of the simp economy. Men are not helping women. They're not paying for dates. They're not paying for anything. They're not doing none of that anymore. Intentionally. It's happening in the West. It's happening all over the world because feminism is spreading globally, and men are realizing that women are changing, and they're turning into very unpleasant, selfish, entitled creatures. And if we continue to enable that behavior by giving them our strength, our energy, our support, our financial support, and our love and care, if we continue to enable that, they're just going to continue to be horrible human beings. So this is a global pullback. It's a global pullback, bro. So I'm going to end the video right there, man, because this video made me happy, bro. It made me happy because men are waking up. Men are waking up. The days of women getting free labor are done. The days of men allowing women to bring nothing to the table, allow women to say that they don't need men. Men are horrible. Men are evil. They're toxic and controlling and scary. I'd rather get the bear, but at the same time, be chivalrous, be a protector, and do your job. Be a real man. But don't ask me to be a real woman, because that's misogyny. Okay. I hope you're strong enough to lift that desk. I hope you're okay with standing, because I'm sitting in this seat. And I hope you're comfortable with me walking right past you if you're in despair, because that's not my job. You abandoned your job, your duties, I'm abandoning mine. My strength, my help, my protection will be towards my people, my loved ones, my girl, my parents, my family. Go find the ones who love you. And that's the society that women created, and that's what we're going to live in until they decide to change. But that's all for today, guys. If you got value from the video, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Is this a valid movement? Are you joining on board, or are you still out here helping chicks? Let me know down below, guys, and until next time, take it easy.